So I kind of drink up the green drink that Joanne gave me, and just not very much conflict because it tastes terrible, and I swallow it, and I kind of wave to everyone. Nobody waves back. Probably I have to go. Bye, and then I go. End of scene.
Okay. Interesting. Yep. Okay, don't forget about fan mail, anybody, and let's continue. Who would like to begin a new scene or situation? Yeah.
There is nothing to give right now because the
Oh, that's right. We need a conflict in order to put things in the budget. That's correct.
So
that reminds me. I will make my little. I have my diagram here, and I might as well set up everything properly on it. So let's see. At the moment, who is carrying fan mail? I think Max, you had 2.
Yeah, I do.
I think I have 1.
Okay.
It says 1 on my character sheet.
Good enough.
It says 2 on mine.
Yes, I remember. I have 2 here. Actually, Ola, it says here that you end with 4 from last time.
Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot to note.
You didn't do anything last time? Or you did too much? That's my
I think I got in the last scene, and everybody.
Everybody. Now I have my little chart is all ready to go. Okay, so remember, please, that if you want to talk and interfere and comment during other people's scenes, if your character is not there, that is okay. Who would like to begin a new scene, and where?
We can not start with where we ended last time.
You can start the scene wherever you want, I think.
Okay, because I thought if we were going to keep going where we ended with Ola and me in this
jail.
Well, yes, I mean, you certainly now have had your contracts changed when you commit to when you go against the regulations of the ship. The only punishment really is to change your contract so you get paid less and have less privileges. They don't keep you in jail. This is a spaceship. You have work to do.
Yeah. I thought
they basically screw you, and nobody wants that.
I think what happened last time was that you and I were sitting in the jail that was basically an office.
Right.
And then Garth came up, and I said, I need someone to get me something. Garth, can you fix that? And Garth said, yes, I can fix that. And then I was about to ask Sam to go into my room and fetch a couple of notes. That was
the last. Can follow up on that. That's fine. But the point is, Max, I do not feel that it is necessary. What I did with framing him into the birthday party is I am essentially saying it's not necessary to have a complicated question. How do they get out of the situation? You don't get out of it. It is resolved. Now we are back to work.
Okay, because what I was thinking about doesn't have with Gerard to do. What I was thinking about last time has nothing to Gerard to do. So I think we can push that away for a moment.
No, man, I'm going to say what it is instead, because it doesn't have. Maybe I can add myself to that if that. So just put it out there.
Because I was suggesting, what I was thinking about was that we were in that place and they were filing, and then depending on if my father would know that I would sit there, if he would go and check on me, and maybe get a discussion there from how he would react to this, because I think he wouldn't be happy that I have broken the rules. We are standing and we are sitting in those chairs. Mm-hmm. They are doing the other people doing desk work, and we are waiting and talking. And I believe my father comes in and he sees me, and he goes in and practically asks, "What happened? What did you do?" And I am trying to tell him why.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
get to play your father, and I will
Okay.
inform you that your father. So I suppose this. I don't want to change. I don't want this to be a flashback. I'm going to say that Gerard was able to leave, and you were not. So you have been stuck there for the rest of the day, and by yourself. And
Yeah,
so, right?
that's a good idea.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
so
that
now
works.
finally, your father arrives and he looks at you and says, you know, why did you, why are you here?
I was looking up information. I was looking up information.
He turns around and gives a look to all of the assistants and people who are supposed to be working here, and they quickly get the message from his look and they disappear.
Well, that's not uncomfortable at all.
You're kind of like, I kind of want those guys there.
I want witnesses.
That's right. Okay, so the other the next thing he will say is I will make all of this go away, but I know you. And he says, and he picks up the pieces of paper that are there in front of you in this folder and things, and he says, who is this guy? Erling. Who is Erling?
That's me.
Okay. Oh, it's your last name.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know. No. He's a co-worker. He was working when in the accident that happened, and he was telling me about what he thought has happened, and we think there is that it was planned. We think the accident was planned, and we were trying to find out more about it. And he talked to me what he thinks has happened, and I was like, we can check it if we go into the informational room. Which that's what happened. And I didn't find.
He looks a little tired, and he sits down next, pulls up his chair, a chair that Gerard was sitting in, and now pulls it up next to you and sits down. Says, son, you are very talented. You are one of the most skilled, reliable people I know. And I was really worried when you were working out there in the scoop. I'm glad you are safe. But I have to tell you, sometimes people can influence you. The people can lead you to use your talents when you shouldn't. A person can talk you into things. And when I find you have been in these secure areas, when I find that you are following some ridiculous theory, then I don't blame you. But I will make sure that the person responsible never has any impact or influence on you again. So I want you to tell me everything he told you.
Don't do it.
What do you mean?
How did you meet Gerard? He says he relaxes a little bit. This is familiar territory. You had a similar conversation when you were 10 years old, probably when you were 12 years old, probably when you were 16 years old. And so this is familiar for him, and he's not mean. He just starts to ask you, and he's going to find out everything about all of your adventures, especially things like the diagrams that Gerard draws and all of those things that you worked on together, the technical information. Your dad is pretty good at this, and he will have you drawing all of it from memory which you can do.
Yeah.
Right?
Photographic memory.
Exactly. And he knows all about it. So he is just trying to support and protect you. The question is, does he get all of this information about Gerard, or are you able to keep it nice and vague? Do you want to? Or do you just want to tell him everything?
The question is, I think...
In fact, go ahead.
I don't... I think it would be... I'm not sure if he would think it hard as a bad, but if you say... But he said, what did he say? He say he's gonna make Gerard go away, or the play. No, not Gerard
he has
go away.
No good intentions toward Gerard.
Yeah, and then we're gonna think about. I think Mark. All these M's.
My next character is going to be named Aloysius, so I don't get confused.
Well, Mark. Mm-hmm. I think he had a good connection with Gerard, so I think he's going to try to be hesitant. Now the question is, how hesitant will he be able to be?
Conflict?
For one says that you have 2 cards saying this, right? On the other hand, I have 19 budget.
The question is, how much are you willing to spend on it?
I get my free card, and
I can give you a couple of fan mails here.
This is not the worst situation you could be in, but I'm going to spend 3 budget and move 3 budget into my space.
You get a fan mail from me for just.
Wait, hold on a moment. Okay, so you are going to. If I understand correctly, you're going to give him fan mail from the audience pool, correct?
No, there's no audience pool.
One of your fan mail.
This is my personal 4 fan mails that I have.
Rest. You're going to give him one. Give him a card. Okay. So I have spent that one, and I will roll it when the time comes, or rather, I will check its card when the time comes. And it has a card. We currently have 3 cards on 4 cards.
Is there an audience pool?
There is now an audience pool, yes, of 3.
Can we already use it?
Yes, go ahead. Why not? Sandra.
Yes, I will give him 1 from me then.
Okay.
And 1 from me.
These are coming from the audience pool to Mark, is that correct?
Yes, because he was, he really stalled in a nice way.
Yeah, I completely agree. Now, here's my point. Mark, do you want to use any of your fan mail in this conflict for more cards?
I'm thinking, I thought I was going to use 1, but I think I'm going to use... we're going to use 3. We're going to use 3.
Perfect.
He's going to try. Mark's going to try.
That's very good of him.
Is there any of your traits of your what are they called? Of your
traits,
connections or traits you could use?
That's true. What traits?
I have actually
good with math and a photographic memory, but also his relationship with his father. I said his father knows him very well, but he knows his father very well.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah. So I think a card for that is coming to you, no question.
That's most definitely one.
I was thinking about, I can't use my father because I'm against my father, but I can use him. History. I think that is better. I gotta use my father against my own father. I like that.
Sounds like family interaction.
You can play him. You know him as long as he knows you.
Yeah,
exactly correct. Yes.
My kids does that.
You learned with this game.
Okay. Excellent. Well, I think we are ready. Let's take a look at what you are facing. I have very high cards. I think I'm going to do the talking, which is irritating. But I have 2. Only 2.
2 red cards, but you have an ace.
Yes, but that is just for narration, not for the resolution. You all by yourself have 3 cards, 3 red cards. And then we have from...
This
is slightly confused. Oh, these are the 3 that you provided, right?
My own family.
Yes, your own fan mail, all red cards, which
No,
means they go
one
back
black.
to the budget, I think.
No, that was it.
There was one black card there.
Oh, sorry. Yes, and so one does not go back to the budget; it goes away. And then we have this one, which is a black card, and so that fan mail goes away. Yes. So
that was my okay.
So you have succeeded with many, many red cards. And so, however, with my aces, I get to do all the talking.